So, like many of you, I got into trains at a very, very young age, and I remember being super excited whenever I would go to see a movie in the theater with my family and I saw a train on screen. But I was always the most excited when the train on screen resembled something that I'd seen in real life or in a book or on a model train layout. So today we're going to look at Disney's most realistic train scenes in fictional or animated movies. Let's jump in. So the first one that always comes to mind for me is from Bolt. Now Bolt came out in 2008, so I was 6 years old, and as you saw, this is like a superhero movie, but they animated CSX Max in YN2 that look so much like the real thing. This is pretty much like the exact YN2 paint scheme, and look, it's like they have TTX well cars behind it. I mean, when I saw this in the theaters, you guys, I lost my mind because I'm from a very CSX prominent area. And I mean, just look at this. Like, to me, this is like peak kids movie train animation. I never saw another movie. I mean, look, they have like on the side of this grain car, they have like the capacity limits and stuff. Like this is so hyper realistic for like a very kind of not terribly important scene in the movie. My all-time favorite part though is look at this glorious signal here. What is that? This is the one part that's like so questionable. Why are there two, like, first of all, it's making a bell noise in the video, but why is it like a railroad crossing, but like kind of a searchlight, but there's two signals for one track? I don't know, but look at these well cars. They are literally, I think that one literally says TTX on it. I mean, how do you get cooler than that? I think that is just so awesome. Okay, so another one that I really remember very, very well from my childhood was A Series of Unfortunate Events. Now, this movie, I actually read the book for school prior to ever seeing the movie. And I know this is a live action movie, but the train is animated, so I feel like it counts for this video. But, so in the scene, they pull up on the track, and first of all, look, there's a searchlight. These movies, like, who is the hidden USNS signal fan in Disney that puts searchlights in all of it? And look at the switch stand. I mean, this is like great. I think this looks so cool. But, and look, wig-wag signal. I mean, come on. This is just classic. But let's go look at the train here. So yeah, in this scene, he's like pacing the train. I believe it comes into frame here. Look, they literally put a Pennsylvania Railroad T1 4444 or 4442, one of those two, I think, into this movie. This is to me, this is just amazing. I can't believe somebody went to the effort to put this obscure steam engine in the look. This is it to me right here. Again, not really sure what's up with the flashing searchlight crossing light thing, but train's awesome. Look at this. I just find it so remarkable that a T1, a rather obscure engine, made it into a movie like this. Okay, now here is a movie from my childhood that I believe I owned on DVD exclusively for the train parts. I like the rest of the movie a lot as well, but Everyone's Hero, 2006, I was 4 years old, and this movie is actually really great. It's a really underrated movie from my childhood, in my opinion, but I specifically remember as a kid just losing my mind over the train stuff. It's set in New York, so lots of great New York Central, Jersey Central steam stuff. But as you'll see here in a second, he pops out. I mean, look at this. These Pullmans, man. I mean, that's legit. Again, the signal. Look, it even knocked down the signal. Let's go to a scene where you can see an engine, though. Again, look at the truck detail on this. I mean, these are great 3D models. I mean, they almost put more money into the train animation than the people, it almost looks like. And then look, there's this scene here where he goes up on the top and he gets hit by all these different kinds of signals and stuff. Not sure if half of this stuff ever existed, but again, I think it's cool. There is this one scene though where he gets chased down the track, and I think it's a Hudson in this scene. Look, so first of all, he goes on a hand car, and I mean, okay, it's like a screen recorded video, so you can't really see it that well, but look at the Hudson. I mean, this is awesome. Yeah, when I saw this as a kid, like, I was all over that. I thought that was so cool. And again, the passenger cars look great. All right, and here is probably the most popular movie we're gonna look at in this video. This is The Incredibles, of course. I'm sure all of you have seen it. One of Pixar, I guess this is a Pixar movie, not a Disney movie, but we'll count it. Forgive me. This is, I mean, it's a total classic, of course, but again, first of all, look at the track detail here. Like, this looks like it's a drone video of a real track until you see Mr. Incredible. This looks fantastic. The rolling stock looks great. And let's skip ahead to the engine scene. Look, I mean, this is great. Alco PA, Mr. Incredible benching an Alco PA is such a, like, flex moment. I love it. I always liked the kind of, like, old school, maybe, 50s vibe of this movie or whatever. And I love that they picked trains and a railroad atmosphere that match. I mean, look, there's a searchlight here. Again, another Alco. And there's one shot here where he's lifting 2 freight cars. Yeah, this shot right here, actually. I mean, first of all, the yard is just completely fully detailed. You can see different car renders everywhere. But these look very, very convincing. Like, I think this is great. I think this might be one of the best animated train scenes of any movie, and it's not from a train movie. That was a completely random video idea that I had, and I hope you guys like it. Those are 4 of, in my opinion, the most realistic trains to appear in Disney, and I guess 1 Pixar, kids movies. And I really hope you enjoyed this video because it was fun to make. Took a trip down memory lane here for my childhood. And yeah, let me know what you think. Did I miss anything? Are there any other trains that you think deserve to be on this list? Leave me a comment and let me know.